My swift kick in the dick for me today, Joey, and this is where I got fired up today, is the amount of Marcus Stroman slander on my fucking timeline.
Sick of it.
I'm sick of it because here's the problem is all these Cubs fans, and I'm calling you out, is in the words of my good friend and rapper, That Kid Roy, if this offends you, it was meant for you, because people will sit here and be excited about him when he signs, and then he has one bad start, and they're like, well, why did we sign him? And then they claim to be these experts that know everything about baseball, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Literally, the guy just went on a stretch of 5 starts with a 1.80 ERA.
Yep.
And he had a bad day. It fucking happens. Like, every baseball player has a bad day. Even Mike Trout goes 0 for 5 every once in a while. Like, that's just it's baseball. It's the nature of the beast. There's a reason they play 162 games, because anything can happen in the game of baseball. And it was not a terribly breezy day. The wind was blowing in a little bit, but like, it knocked a foot off of a ball. Congratulations. Wisdom's was still a tank. Like, we all knew it. Goldschmidt put one out. Like, that pitch that Goldschmidt hit, that is
fly
elite. Out. That is elite MLB hitter Paul Goldschmidt.
Exactly.
Before I continue on my rant with Marcus Stroman and the people showing him hate, because I got a bone to pick with those people. Let's be reminded today. Everybody's like, well, Goldschmidt got him. Goldschmidt's on a 25-game hitting streak. He has 14 doubles, 10 home runs, and 36 RBIs just in that streak. They've played like 40 fucking games already this year. That means he has better numbers. Like, he's going to start at first base in the NL in the All-Star game. You can't tell me anybody else is going to take that from him. He might win the Silver Slugger at the position by the end of the year. And who knows? If the Cardinals make the playoffs, he might be in the MVP conversation in the NL. Like, he's that fucking good right now. So that one that's just a professional hitter. But, oh, Joey, these people that sit here in the Cubs on Tap replies, just on Twitter in general.
Yeah.
And they sit here and are like, they should trade Marcus Stroman at this deadline because he's not a part of the competitive future. How the fuck do you know that? Why? Because he's 30 years old? You know who else is 30 years old? Your backstop that you want them to extend in Wilson Contreras. Is he not a part of the competitive fucking future?
Good point.
Marcus Stroman, he doesn't need velocity. He's not a velocity pitcher. He is a movement pitcher. And when you're a movement pitcher, you age well. Jamie Moyer pitched till he was 50 fucking years old. Like, you cannot sit here and tell me that just because Marcus Stroman signed a 2-year deal with an option for a 3rd year that he's not a part of the competitive future. He did that because he knows he can get a bigger payday after 3 years. Literally, I got the numbers right in front of me, Joey. He's coming off last season where he had a 3.02 ERA. That was 9th best in all of baseball. In addition, he was also one of 7 pitchers to start essentially every start last year. He was one of 7 pitchers to make 33 starts in baseball last year. You know what that screams to me? It means he's fucking durable, and he's struggling too. Look around the league. Open your eyes. Get your Cubs blinders off for a second. You're not a racing horse on the track. And look around the league. Pitchers that are guys of habit that maybe don't have that electric 100-mile-per-hour fastball are all struggling this year because the shortened spring training fucked up a lot of guys. We talked about it as soon as it happened. Who's going to struggle the most because of it? Pitchers, and especially starting pitchers. Like, they're the guys that are going to struggle. They said it on the broadcast today. Stroman admits it himself he's not even in a rhythm right now. Like, he doesn't feel like himself. And he's coming off a stretch of 5 starts with a 1.80 ERA, and you're going to fucking sit here and tell me he's not worth the money? I'm going to end my rant with a big old get the fuck out of here. I need the Jerry Maguire clip right now. I know Brian's listening. Just get the fuck out of here. That's ridiculous. There is absolutely a chance that Marcus Stroman can be a part of your competitive future. Do not sit here and tell me that because you're frustrated that the Cubs had a bad game. End rant.